Is baseball really over? Of course not. It's
What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
From Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Kyle Freeland.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
C.J. Abrams stands in now and watches strike 1. Big swing and a miss.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Brings it in, and there's one down. As we take a look at the Nationals lineup, we could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a guy who's got decent pop.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Bryant. Play is made, 2 out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Joey Gallo.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Joey Gallo. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power.
That's right. And a foul ball. Gallo, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2012. Next pitch inside, and 1-1. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Doyle brings it in with a nice running grab. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. There's no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Coors Field, today's starting pitcher, Mackenzie Gore. What do you look for here?
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand. And because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
We go to the bottom of the first. And a pitch. There's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
The pitch. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Kicks and deals. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. On the ground, Garcia gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Bud Black's lineup for the Colorado Rockies. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-1. 1 out, base is empty. Next pitch misses way outside. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. Ball 1 there. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Man at first, 1 away. And it's through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at-bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And now it's going to be Chris Bryant. First pitch misses.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. On the ground, right side. And it's just foul. That was close. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Very high with that one. And it's 2-2. Tovar over at second. Jones at first. One gone. Got him! 2 away. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. And that one clips the corner. Two outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
Got him swinging for the K. Pulled the string of a changeup.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
New inning getting started. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Joey Meneses. Freeland back to work. Inside, just missed. Just missed.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. Fastball catches the corner at the knees. To kick the pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's Eddie Rosario. Swings through that one out in front that time. And the 0-1. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Hebert Ruiz in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
The second baseman.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Out to short, Tovar. Zips it across, and that is the inning. So 1 left for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Late that time, and it's strike 2. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And now 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
And now it's Elias Diaz. In there at the knees. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Go ball. Straight.
Popped up. Garcia gets under it. And there's 2 down.
Batting in the right field.
Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strike.
In the air, left field. Rosario under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Up now for Washington, Nick Senzel. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Strike on the inside corner.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a swing and a miss there. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's Victor Robles. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a pitch. And misses inside. Way outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Wouldn't chase that time.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now that.
Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. That one drilled left field. Fair ball. Robles around second, headed for 3rd. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Showed a willingness to drive that that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And at second with one away, here's Lane Thomas. 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Joey Gallo steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that's outside. Ball 1. 2 outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
Got him swinging. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. And here it comes. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Here's a 1-2. And another ball. And a swing and a miss. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Now it's Charlie Blackmon. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. Home team down a run here in the last half of the third. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies, and he's already singled in this game. There's a strike. Oh, 1 now. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses there, and the count 1-2. And down on strikes he goes, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies, and it remains 1-0. Here in Denver as we go to the top of the fourth. And now Joey Meneses. 31 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. The pitch. Foul ball there. And he deals. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Eddie Rosario will hit next. And there's a foul ball. Meneses gets his lead at first with nobody out. Outside. And the count even 1-1. On the corner for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And the next pitch is way outside. And now the lefty.
3 balls.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Caught on and missed. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
Well, I really didn't expect him to try to steal second base because he had a very standard lead at best. If you're going to try to get there safely, you've got to get more on that lead. You've got to get a better jump. That was the difference between being safe and out.
That one way inside. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. To third. Slings it across. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here at Coors Field. Now here's Nolan Jones.
The left fielder, Nolan Jones.
And the pitch. There's the strike.
Well, these Rockies, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And the pitch. Got it by him for the K.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Next for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers. Struck out swinging his first time. And he takes a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 outs. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Ryan McMahon getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. The Rockies trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Man at second. Base hit into the outfield. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Elias Diaz digging in for the Rockies. Got a curve, drops in for a strike. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one the other way, and a base hit in to score from third. We're tied at 1.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So up next, Sean Bouchard. Fly to left his first time. Outside.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Here comes a pitch. Way high there. And the count is 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
At the belt and fires. That one missed. Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
McMahon at second. Diaz on at first with 2 down. Next pitch in for a strike. 3-1.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 4-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Brenton Doyle now at the plate. And that's a strike.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
The pitch. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Two down, nobody on. Lifted in the air, right center field. Thomas makes a move towards the gap. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. And the inning is over. Rockies get 3 on this homer. It's now a 4-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Luis Garcia. The lefty fires. That's in for a strike.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2. Next offering is outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Left-hand hitter waits. That one missed. On the ground to the left. McMahon fires over to first. One away here in the 5th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Now it's Nick Senzel. He was a strikeout victim his first time. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. One down, base is empty. That one out to right. Bouchard flying after this one. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away.
The center fielder, number 16.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And there's a ball. Two outs. And another ball.
2-1.
Off the mark there. And now 3 balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Counts full, 3-2. And they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for Washington, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Colorado's DH, Charlie Blackmon. Gore back to work. And ball 1. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Jordan Weems looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Floro warming up as well. The pitch. Fly ball down the line. On the move towards the line. Can't get there, too slow to get after it.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Just a good hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Senzel drifts towards it. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
The left fielder, number 22, Nolan.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Nolan Jones. 1 for 2. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A gigantic blast. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see as StatCast gives us the full picture.
Yeah, projected more than 480 feet on its way over the fence, and I don't think we could watch this replay enough, Boog. I mean, just incredible. That was a swing that we're not going to soon forget.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Mackenzie Gore departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Yohan Adon.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
1 out, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Chris Bryant. And fires in a fastball at 95. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And now the count is even. Ground ball to the right side, and that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. Got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
One out, runner at second. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. Out there to center, on the move. Can't get there, base hit. Caught up now trying to get to third. The tag out.
He comes up firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction that he was going to have an opportunity to throw somebody out. And that's the attitude that aggressive and good outfielders have.
Man at first, Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. Ball one there.
1-0. That's the ball.
In the dirt. And the runner holds. Rodgers off of first with 2 away. And there's a curve through for a strike. That one fouled off, 2-2. And the right-hander deals. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Top 6. Now it's the shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
as the lefty gets to work. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Well, these Nats just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Diaz gets it to first. They handle the bunt and get the out.
Right field. Lane.
Next to hit, Lane Thomas. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Up and in, and it's a ball and a strike. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now back, the first baseman.
And now it's Joey Gallo. And the first pitch misses for ball one. The Rockies leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Kicks and deals. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, cut out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
Now here is Joey Meneses. Just missed. First and third, one down. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
And another ball. Ground ball left side. One at second. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So no runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 man left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Rockies 6 and the Nats 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. The pitch. And that's in the dirt.
Well, these Rockies doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
Robles makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now back, the right field.
Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered in this game. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Just off the outside edge. And now it's even 1-1. And another ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. Got him swinging. Now at the plate, Brenton Doyle.
The center fielder.
This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And a foul ball.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
That's outside. 1-1.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And a 1-2. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Back here in Denver, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Eddie Rosario. The wind of the pitch. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And in one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
So a man aboard. Hebert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. And there's the strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
That's to third. Over to Bryant. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. And the slider just misses. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a pitch. That one lifted to left. And that'll fall for a base hit. Runner comes in from second to score, and they cut the lead. It's 6-2.
Picks himself up at RBI. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something from the outfield grass to push that run across.
Next to hit for the Nats, Nick Senzel.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Activity in the bullpen. Jalen Beeks getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Bird, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Foul ball. The 0-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. 0-2 now. Caught him looking for the K.
The center fielder, number 16.
Man at first. And now on for Washington, Victor Robles. That one ripped. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Around third. He will score. It's 6-3.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kyle Freeland gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Tyler Kinley.
Power slider guy, Bird. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Now here is C.J. Abrams. 1 for 3. High fly ball out to left field. Jones sizes this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Rockies 6 and the Nationals 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. There's Chuck Nasty.
The designated hitter, Charlie Blackman.
The right-hander back to work. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Struck him out looking.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
So digging in, Ezequiel Tovar. That one is upstairs. There's a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Base knock center field. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
First pitch just misses. Tovar over at second, 1 down. In there at the knees, and the count 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Righty to the plate. The punch out there, 2 gone.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Chris Bryant gets a chance to hit here. Right through there for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Up and in, and that's ball one. Hit in the air, center field. Robles holds it in on the run. The Rockies strand one, but they still lead it 6-3. And we're back. We go to the eighth. Up now for Washington, Lane Thomas. The Nats in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
That one's in there. That's strike one.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. A massive home run. It's 6-4. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Daniel Bard gets the call to the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
At the plate, Joey Gallo. Just off the inside edge. Next offering upstairs.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
There's a strike, and it's 2-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. He'll circle the bases. It's 6-5.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Nationals, Joey Meneses. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Looking to get the tying run on base. 2 balls, no strikes to count. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
Eddie Rosario digging in for the Nationals. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that's outside. And that is ball one.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
One down, base is empty. And fouled off. Kicks and fires.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Cut on and missed 96 of that fastball. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Hebert Ruiz. And a good eye there.
1-0.
Two down, nobody on. And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Luis Garcia in the on-deck circle for the Nats. Right-handed reliever and a 4-pitch walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Jake Bird gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first. But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Righty delivers. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a pitch. That's inside. Popped up. Toba has a beat on it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 6-5. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jordan Weems.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Brendan Rodgers digging in for the Rockies. And a pitch. He was late there. Strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Good eye in that spot. And the righty deals. That one just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's in the dirt. And now it's 3-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. And the pitch. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, 1 down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it's staying in the ballpark.
Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Jose Ferrer looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Here comes a pitch. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. And there's a ball. That's down and in. That one off the mark, and a full count now. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 down.
Now catcher.
2 outs, bases empty. And here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. Slider misses outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Off the mark there. 3-1. Way out front for strike 2. Payoff pitch. In the air to left center. Robles makes the catch, inning over. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Lawrence.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The pitch. And that's in there at the knees. The 0-1. Bounce to third. McMahon whips it across, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
He's 2 outs away. Next to hit for the Nats, Victor Robles. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's going back. Back some more. Grabs it right up against the wall. So it's their last chance in this one. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals as the Nationals are down to their final out. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for them to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And that's off the inside edge, and it's 2-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. 110 miles per hour, and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Lawrence checks over to first, and he's back.
You know, at least you got the pitcher thinking a little bit. You don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. You get thrown out or picked off, it's over.
Next to hit, laser base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. In there, he's safe. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now up for Washington, Joey Gallo. Down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. There's a strike.
Oh, they're applying pressure, quality at bats, quality swings right now, and see this offense doing it one player to the next, showing a lot of fight right now. They're making it difficult for the back end of this bullpen to close out this game.
Just off the inside edge. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Lawrence is just one strike away. Wouldn't chase that time. Swings and misses, struck him out. The tying and go-ahead runs are left aboard as this one is over.
Well, the visitors were going to have to slug to win this one. The tying run at third, but the go-ahead all the way at first base. Nice job by the defense, executing, keeping their composure, getting that final out.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Rockies, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the Nationals,